Alrighty, Tanisha. Thank you so much for jumping on and allowing me to record this part of the interview. We chatted a little earlier this morning, and now we're getting to meet face to face. So, what I'd like to talk to you a little bit about is your last job that you had. I understand that you were working at Bethune-Cookman University, as an admin assistant receptionist. So tell me a little bit about that assignment, please.
Okay, so while I was working there, we were directed to answer calls, direct calls, file paperwork, shred paperwork, convert files. We made a couple digital flyers. We set up for game days on Fridays because I work with the vice president of institutional advancement. So we got Fridays for game days, and what else did we do? We kind of had little big things to do, kind of like the unloading of the new football field that we have. So we had
Okay.
to be present for that to decorate and things like that. Then we had banquets and conferences that we did go to with the vice president and then share our little experiences working there and things like that.
Okay. And so that was at Bethune-Cookman. And then you also worked for as a program assistant with the Boys and Girls Club.
Yes.
Okay. And what did you do there?
Okay, so that one was during the summer. So we had summer camp. It was the most program, which was basically geared towards education through physical education. So we had a schedule where we had like circle time, which was educational, usually like reading books, asking questions, writing down summaries, and then just getting that little bit of work time with them that hour. And then they will go to the gym. We'll play games there, either something like relay racing or like hot potato,
Yeah.
kickball,
Okay.
things like that. They come back and then they go into the game room. They have free time to play with the other kids that aren't in the most program. They mingle a little bit. Then they have the option to go to the art room. They have
Okay.
options to go to the computer lab and then
Similar to
the
a
game
school
room.
type
Yeah,
of
basically
position. Okay.
regroup and then just
Um, oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
sorry.
Okay, and so I see that you also you have your degree. So it looks like you are looking for criminal justice paralegal type
Yes,
position
I graduate this semester.
this semester. Okay,
Yeah.
so
So then
before you graduate, are you doing online courses or are you available to work during the week?
I'm available to work during the week. I only have one class left, so it's usually going to be a Monday, Wednesday, or a Friday, but it's typically early in the daytime.
Okay. So when you say typically early in the daytime, what time is that?
Eight,
Because if
eight,
you're applying
like,
for a full-time job, we would
mhm,
need to have you available, of course, to work a full week.
right. So that class is usually, they have several different times you could take it because I don't make my schedule until the 6th of January. So I will have like
Okay.
a physical copy of what time my class would be. But it's usually either 8 in the morning or sometime after 5 p.m.
Okay. All right. So we'll have to connect a little bit closer when we find that out. For the position that you applied for, we would need to have availability between 8:30 and 5, Monday
Okay.
through Friday. Are you able to change the class should you get assigned a morning class? Are you able to do
Mhm.
it after 5?
Yeah, so because I do know the time schedule that I'm working with, I can actually try to make my schedule around the position.
Perfect. Okay, great. What led you to that type of study? Like what made you decide to pick that major?
So I actually have been into criminal justice since I was a little girl. So it's
Okay.
kind of been like I went to the magnet school for middle school, then I went to a law magnet school for high school. So then when I came to college, I kind of already knew what I wanted to do. It's
All
kind of
right.
just been there for a while.
All righty. Let's see. All right. And you are available to start immediately?
Yes, I am.
Okay, great. Um, Now your paralegal, so you also just got that certificate? So you have a
Yes,
paralegal
so that
certificate?
it's all in one. So
It is.
like
Okay.
the my senior year is at Bethune Cookman, but my two pickup trades and degrees are from Daytona State, which I start. Yeah, most
Okay.
of those classes are online though. So
Okay.
that's the
But
first.
have you completed the paralegal certificate or are you still
No, I
working on that?
haven't. I'm doing it
Okay.
now.
Okay. So you're working towards,
Hmm.
okay, towards paralegal certificate. Okay. All right. So, right now, then it's fair to say that this would be an entry level type
Hmm.
position that you would be, applying for. So
Right.
the positions, I've got a couple options for you. I also noticed that you worked in insurance for about 2 years as an
Yeah.
intern.
Yeah.
Okay. So we can talk a little bit about that too, because I have some insurance positions available as well.
Okay.
Um, However, if we're following your education, it makes
Hmm.
sense for you to go into a law office. But we do have, of course, um, some insurance opportunities as well. So I think I'm going to go ahead and stop this part of the interview. You're a good candidate, a great candidate for either. I can see your professionalism. I noticed, let's see here. I noticed something else. Oh, you're off your computer skills. You've got listed here, um, Microsoft and let's see. I think that's about it on this one. So,
Hmm.
what tell me about your proficiency level.
So I'm actually like all around good in all Microsoft. I've kind of been doing that as well since a child because it was kind of required for my high school.
Mhm.
So I'm very familiar with Microsoft Office, Word, Doc, PowerPoint, Excel, the whole
Okay.
nine yards.
Have you ever worked in Google?
Yes, I have. I
Okay.
actually like Google over Microsoft, but I don't like
Okay.
to say that out loud a lot.
That's okay. The one position I'm hiring for, they do use the Google platform. We use the Google platform for my job at Ronstad. So it's the same, but it's a little different. There's some
Yeah.
like a couple different nuances. So if you work in both, you definitely have a step up there. All right, Tanisha, I'm going to go ahead and stop this part of the interview, but don't go anywhere. We got a few more things to
Okay.
chat about. Thanks.
Okay.